God, I haven't played this in so long, and it shows, obviously. Anyway, hello there, I'm named Jackson, Criterion Collector, reviewer guy of all sorts of places and things in children's games. With number 163, Ronald Names Hopscotch. Ronald Names Hopscotch. Based on the novel by Brian Garfield, starring Walter Matthau and Glenda Jackson and blah blah blah, and Ned Beatty and some of Matthau's relatives. But anyway, 1980, 105 minutes, color, monaural, blah 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 blah, English video. This one wasn't bad. Not pretty good, like comedic spy thriller, almost in the vein of Charade, except maybe a little more on the spy, a little less intentionally humorous. I think definitely a lot less romantic. There is a little bit of romance between Matthau and Jackson's characters, but it's not as, oh my god, they're so in love, the same way with Grant and Hepburn. Anyway, let's talk about this one. So, Walter Matthau plays a spy named Miles Kendig, who is fed up with, who's being reassigned to some desk job in the filing department of the CIA or the FBI or something like that. And so he's fed up with it. He doesn't want to take it anymore. So he runs on the lam and he begins to write up his memoirs on everything and expose the spy game and all that. And his higher ups are you can't do that. And so they start chasing him, and he starts running around the world and just basically playing hopscotch with them. They try to trace him wherever he goes, and he leaves clues, and he plays with them and all that. And he's helped by by a former agent, Isabel, who's kind of his lover, and they team up together and they help shake the FBI up and the CIA and all that. And I don't really want to summarize any more of it, but it's just a cool game he plays with them, and in the end he eventually kills himself off. He pretends to kill himself off, and he gets away with it, and he publishes his book. There's not much to say about all the movie. This movie is very funny, and a lot of it comes from the dialogue. The dialogue is really the hitter. I think everybody has really good humorous dialogue in the movie, but I think Walter Matthau has not only dialogue but also that little touch of not slapstick, but just a little more physical humor, such as there's a scene where he's taken in by the police because he gets a flat tire, and they start questioning him about this man that they've been looking for, which is him. They say, oh, you just look like him, and to get away, he short circuits the light, and so all the lights go out, and he dashes off and steals a police car and all that. And later on, he ends up hiding out in his boss's house under an assumed name. His wife takes him in, not knowing who he is, and he starts writing, and he sees his picture, and he takes it and he puts it next to him, and he pats it every once in a while, and he starts writing while he's looking at him, and it's a little more physical. And then there's a scene where much earlier, he asks Isabel for help, and he puts on this really sorrowful puppy dog pouting thing, and it gets her to help him. But yeah, no, it's just a really, really interesting movie, really funny. I didn't really want to go into this one summarizing every single detail about it. So it's not bad. It's one you got to see for yourself. So anyway, what do I give it? Just do a short review today. So A, it's pretty good. And it's got a great soundtrack too. If you're a fan of classical and opera like I am, you'll be singing along with Matthau. That was another great scene. He sings Barber of Seville as he's going into, I think, Germany, and that's pretty good. And anyway, so that's all I can say about this one. Ronald Neame, I think comparing it to The Horse's Mouth, I think I like this one a little more, just because it was a lot more. I'm more of a fan of action and all that. And although The Horse's Mouth was good, it was very funny, but I feel like this one just got a little more, the spy and the intrigue and all that. It gets you a little. It's a little more, it gets you a little more. So this one was bad. Hopscotch. Don't know if I'll buy it, but maybe I will. I think it's still in print. This one's still in print, so maybe I'll check it out. I don't know. But yeah, hey, not bad. Hopscotch, check it out. Oh, supplements. So there is a little bit of supplements. There's a 21-minute interview with Ronald Neame and Brian Garfield. They talk about their experiences making the film and all that. And there's a really great story that I'll relay here that, as I mentioned before, some of Matt Dowd's relatives are in it. His son plays an agent named Ross. And then he rents a boat from a young lady who I think is his daughter-in-law. And I guess Neame got them in the movie on the condition that Mathau goes to Oktoberfest and like does a scene in Oktoberfest in like this tent in Oktoberfest. And I guess Walter Matthau didn't want to do it because of, it was in Germany, and he lost relatives in the war and all that, so he refused to do it. And then so he suggested, hey, why don't you let my son play this agent? And he said, and Ronald Neame tested him. He said, yeah, this is great, and I'll let you do it. However, you got to go to Oktoberfest. And he said, all right, fine. And then he said, oh, we need another lady to play this boat. And he's like, oh, why don't you get my daughter-in-law? And so comes in and she says, all right, yeah, she's great, and we'll do it on one condition. And like, what now? You go into the tent and shoot. And I'm like, all right, fine. So yeah, so it's kind of funny that that's a pretty intriguing story. I was wondering how I didn't realize that there was all this, going behind the scenes, the making of the film. So yeah, that's probably a pretty cool film, pretty cool interview. There's also, and I didn't check this out, but there's an optional broadcast television audio track for family viewing. I guess they made a TV version of the audio track with less, no obscenities or less obscenities. And I should have checked that out. Maybe I will before I turn it in, just to see, because there is a lot of F words and bastards and stuff like that. And so yeah, I'd like to see like how they bleep it out or how it looks and all that, just out of curiosity. Obviously, I didn't play it because it'd sound really superficial or all that. So, and then there's a trailer and then a little teaser trailer, and yeah, pretty cool. So Hopscotch, not bad, but that's all I got to say. It's a great movie. Hey. All right then. So tomorrow, that's it for today. Tomorrow, Solaris, Andrei Tarkovsky's Solaris. This is a long one. This is going to take a good portion of tomorrow. Hopefully I will have time for it all. But yeah, Solaris is tomorrow. Tuesday, Man Bites Dog. I found out that my brother's girlfriend has work that day, but my brother said he would do the review with me, so I'll have a special guest star. My brother Josh will be joining us that day to do Man Bites Dog. And then Down by Law. Down by Law, I'm still not sure about when I'm going to do this one. More than likely, I would like to do this one on next Sunday, because of the fact that it's two discs, and I don't necessarily like doing 2-disc releases on Thursday because it's usually after work, and I don't want to take up so much time, especially considering my brother and his girlfriend are living out in that room where I do the reviews. I used to do the reviews out there. And they may be asleep by that point, and I don't want to, if they're asleep, then I can't wake them up and do the review out there, and I'm not doing it in this friggin' room, with the lights and all that, the crappy quality. So, and it's got 2 discs. It's got like all these interviews and the Cannes Film Festival press conference with Jim Jarmusch and all that. So yeah, so this would be one that would be good for a day when I have like daylight and I'll do it during the day. So more than likely I will be doing this next Sunday. However, the thing about that is my brother and his girlfriend are going out of town the 17th and April 17th. And I'm trying to get them to do Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas before that. Otherwise, we may have to slow down the reviews because I really want them to do that one with me. They're going out of town for a week, so we may have to like do like one a week that week or something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna call them after this review and figure out what I'm gonna do. or what we're going to do about that. More than likely, it'll be like maybe that Thursday. I think it's 2 discs, but we'll just have to plow through it. I don't know. Anyway, so, or maybe I'll have to double up on some of the reviews, although we're coming up to a lot of really long movies. I mean, Down by Law. And if the movie isn't long, it's because they pack on with supplements, like, you know, like Down by Law. Monterey Pop, and that's another one that's, I mean, it's 2 movies. This one has 2 movies in it. Monterey Pop and Jimmy Plays Monterey and Shake are considered like one. The box set is considered has 2 movies. You know, Monterey Pop is one, I think, number 167. You know, the box is 167. Monterey Pop is 168. Jimmy Plays Monterey and Shake Otis at Monterey are 169 combined. And yeah, so, and then we got, so yeah, so I don't know about, but that'll probably be next Monday. I mean, if I get my way, I will do this next Sunday. And then Trouble in Paradise, Pepe Le Moco are on their way. Life and Death of Colonel Blimp, I got that one. And then I think Band of Outsiders is coming. And then there's another one, I think. Contempt. Yeah, John-Luc Godard's Contempt is also on its way too. And then, of course, I put a hold on Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. So we've got up to 175 on their way. And yeah, that's all I got to say. So yeah, so hopefully I will have my schedule figured out. Hopefully by tomorrow, by Tuesday, we will figure it out. Maybe I'll discuss it with my brother on camera. Probably. Maybe it'll just be us discussing. It won't be a great review. Anyway, enough about that. So that's it for me today. Thank you for watching, and Hopscotch. If you sell your company's trade secrets or secrets and all that, don't get caught. And yeah, can't think of any good morals. Don't curse a lot unless you're really, really angry, I guess, unless your name is Myerson, I guess. And yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and we will see you tomorrow for Solaris. Until then, goodbye.